This is a demonstration of the AutoOneLine substation graphics generation tool for Pi Analysis Framework and Process Book. We'll start our demonstration by drilling into a substation model using AF Explorer. Here you see the flows or logical node connectors. There are various nodes, including breakers, lines, switches, and transformers that make up this substation model. By drilling down into one of the breaker nodes, you can see the logical connections to other nodes in the model. We can traverse the relationship tree to other breakers, lines, switches, and transformers based on the logical connections between these nodes. For each of the different breakers, we have defined several measurement elements which contain pi tag references, as you can see here. These pi tags store telemetry data read from the EMS or SCADA system. Now we will launch Pi Process Book and launch our AutoOneLine generation tool from within Process Book. We will select our substation model from the AF database and click on the Create One Line button. The tool will generate a graphical representation of the substation model in Process Book on the fly. You can see here the breakers, switches, lines, and transformers with their respective measurement elements rendered using Process Book automation. Here is the actual EMS SCADA display of that particular substation. You can see how closely the rendered Process Book display matches the original. Our tool uses a customizable logical design model to determine how to draw the Process Book display from the substation model stored in AF. Now we are going to demonstrate what happens behind the scenes. We have a demonstration option to display what's going on so that you can see the individual components being drawn in Process Book in real time. All of these symbols that are drawn are based on the configuration of the substation model that is stored within AF. And there you have the completed graphic. Now back to AF Explorer. We are going to simulate what happens if we are missing a breaker or some other logical component of a model is missing or invalid. We will make a copy of our substation model in AF. Then we are going to drill into our copy and we're going to remove a breaker node from the model. By removing the breaker, we are breaking the relationship chain that contains that breaker, which will then be rejected by our AutoOneLine generation tool. Back in Process Book, we need to refresh the AF database from our AutoOneLine tool and select the substation model that we just copied and modified. If you look at our copy, you will see that the breaker we deleted is not there, just as we expected. Now we will create our one-line display in real-time demonstration mode. The tool will only draw what it can recognize as valid components of a model. It will perform a best fit of the drawing elements in Process Book based on the customized logical design model of the substation. You can see here that the new model is drawn without the breaker we deleted. If we compare this to the first display with all 6 breakers, you can see how the tool decided to render the new graphic based on only 5 breakers. And that's a demonstration of the AutoOneLine graphics generation tool for AF and Pi Process Book. Thank you.